of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Look, squeeze.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. On 4th down, Minshew. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Single. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Hey, seam 6. Big grip.
Now Minshew. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And
taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Opposite.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
16 yards. First down, Houston.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and it's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 56. Mike's 56. Come on. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Minshew, first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second and 10, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That's taken on the 25. A minute 52 to play until halftime.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ready? Go, lady. Eat. Focus, defense, focus. Check.
Breeze now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Breeze now. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
All day, dog.
And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carry on Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can
cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Watch the twist.
A first down carry here for Johnson. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carry John Johnson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw complete to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You got it.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Go.
At the
70, Indy. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 30 base.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
Again, it's Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready?
They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Take 4.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're running it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Complete to Washington. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's got room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now on 2nd and 13, Minshew. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each